episode of Mixing It Up podcast. I'm your host, Will, along with my co host, Quinn, and we appreciate y'all tuning in with us today. We got a packed show for you as we break down NBA Finals Game 5, what went right and what went wrong, and what this means moving forward. Was this a turning point for the Spurs as a whole or not? We're also diving into the latest NFL news, talking off-season move, big headlines, and storylines you need to keep an eye on as the football season gets closer. And if that wasn't enough, we're touching on some major college football news, including rankings and what fans should be watching heading into the season. So sit back, lock in, and join the conversation because we're about to mix it up. Let's get it.
Okay, let's get it. So, as of now, no more NBA Finals. The New York Knicks have closed out the San Antonio Spurs in 5 games. A thrilling series, a lot of ups and downs for the San Antonio Spurs, a lot of things revealed for the Spurs, including inexperience for one. This was a very young team, to say the least, average age of 22. And they said, we were a year off schedule, that we weren't supposed to be here, in the NBA Finals this year. But credit to the young boys. They stepped up and did what they needed to do. I want to applaud Dylan Harper, sir. You have impressed me to the utmost highest expectations, and you are going to be a star in this league. You really are. Vassell, phenomenal job, sir. You did what you needed to do. Champagne, you did what you needed to do. KJ, I don't know what happened to you. I don't know. Like sixth man of the year. I don't know what happened.
I could tell you what happened to KJ. He didn't get no minutes.
This is true.
KJ did not get no minutes. He wasn't able to warm up. He wasn't able to keep warm. He wasn't be able to keep that flow going. KJ 2 for 5, 40%, 2 for 3 for 66.7% for 16 minutes. Only played 16 minutes in the biggest game there is.
We have to address the elephant in the room, and that elephant in the room is Mr. De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox cost us this series and this championship. When you go 3 for 18 and then 1 for 8 from the 3-point line, something's not right there. There's been a lot of talk about, that did he throw this game for Wemby's legacy, or did he have something to do with shaving points, or was he in on it with the Knicks and winning in 5? No disrespect to the Knicks. They clearly were the better team this NBA Finals, and it showed with their experience and the fact that they played together. I understand, the heartbreak when it came to San Antonio, because no team has ever lost 3 straight on their home court in NBA Finals, and we were the first to do it. We were also the first to give up double-digit leads in multiple games.
Every game we had double-digit lead.
Every game
every single game we had double-digit lead. We were supposed to sweep them.
Yes.
Because there is no reason for us to come back in the second half of every single game and not shoot any twos.
Yes.
Nothing but a normal field goal. You're shooting nothing but threes, and you're just shooting them too hard and missing everything. There is no reason whatsoever why we should have lost any game.
No.
Because every single one of the games was absolutely close.
Yes. A margin of 10 points at the average. If even that, but with that being said, yes, this series is over. I think this is a learning experience for the Spurs, and I think they will come back much, much better next year and much stronger and ready to go. Hopefully without De'Aaron Fox. Hopefully.
I hope he don't come back. And for you to lose the game, and I'm going to go ahead and put this out there, and you go embrace the other coach, and there's a bunch of lip readings and Everything else, I don't know exactly what was said or whatever the case may be, but you embrace him for so long after you made it where he got fired from your
Sacramento.
team in Sacramento, and now you're going to go over there and you're good with him and you're going to embrace him like y'all didn't have a falling out.
You clearly
There,
didn't. You clearly still had a connection.
oh, there was a big connection, and you could tell because that
Mhm.
embrace was not anything light. That
No.
was a heartfelt embrace and kept it close together.
Yes. There's really not much else you can say about this series except definitely painful and hard to watch. It was like pulling teeth. It was one of those series to where you were wondering, were the Spurs ever going to figure it out? Were the Spurs ever going to get in that transition of actually winning a game? It was one of those series where you said, okay, we got a 7'5" center in Victor Wembanyama, and there's no way they're stopping this dude in the paint. But when it came to Luke Cornett, obviously that last game, Luke Cornett was not feeling well. Obviously, he made it known, made it shown that he wasn't feeling well. And when Wemby got his rest, Cornett looked like a zombie out there.
Totally accurate. And I personally think that they need to do something better and a much better atmosphere for it because some of it was very different. You know, Luke Koenig played 10 minutes. He only shot the ball once. He got 2 rebounds. He blocked once, and then he got a 2 personal fouls. He was negative plus minus. He was -3. Okay.
And I have to give credit to my wife, because she just sent me something right now on Facebook, and it is accurate. De'Aaron Fox has actually unfollowed San Antonio Spurs from all social
Yes,
media platforms.
I
Uh,
was I
so
was about to
that's
bring that up too.
that says something right there about the relationship where this is headed. This is headed towards the
Oh,
seventh.
most definitely, especially with the fact that you um like Fox, he's not what he used to be, especially in Sacramento. He doesn't have the skills. He got the skills, but yet he doesn't push it like he should. Okay.
Yes.
There is plenty where even on the last game with that layup, for whatever reason, he decided to pull it. Talking about, I thought I could outrun him, XYZ. Okay. But yet you're looking at him the whole entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you actually know those passes you cause when you're trying to Wemby wide open and you barely pass it to Wemby and it just goes right there. You're the point guard and you're waiting for your shooting guard to barely cross half court and you're throwing it directly to him. You're supposed to be the point guard. You're supposed to be leading it. You're supposed
Yeah.
to let the play set up, but yet you're not.
And
So,
what did we speak on this past episode before the game about how we talked about all the great point guards that the Spurs had and how
oh yeah,
they ran the floor like floor generals.
they need to. That's
Yes.
the whole point of a point guard.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need a point guard to score 50 points, 60 points, or whatever.
Yes.
He needs to be able to control the ball, control the time, be able to push it to where it needs to be pushed, and then continue on from there. Let the plays set up. You run plays. You know what's going to be ran. Let the play set up. You're not passing it to a shooting guard barely as soon as he step over half court and not even looking at you, and he's going to his spot, which is across the court.
Yeah.
There's no point of throwing him the ball for what? You know?
It was just clearly just. I found that this series that I saw with the Spurs, because we talked about it, we text back and forth and everything, and I found that with the Spurs is that they did not play the full 48 minutes this entire series.
No, they only played 24 minutes.
24 minutes, and that was it. And the next 24 was like, oh, we got to play basketball.
Yes. They played 24 minutes, and that was it. They didn't want this series. They didn't want these games. And I don't know how – I don't know. I hate to say it. I don't know if Mitch Johnson had anything to do with it either because you're not calling timeouts. You're not making the calls as a coach to be able to, hey, get your stuff together. Timeout. No, we're going to let them go on a 24-point run before I call a timeout. The game's over by that time.
Pretty much.
You know?
You should have called a timeout when it was a 10-0 run.
Exactly.
Stop the bleeding just a little bit, you know.
Yep. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
And I saw this on Facebook. And it says, if the Spurs could play spots with any NBA star, who would make this team a championship contender overnight?
Overnight. So I have been thinking about this, okay? And there's one name that comes to mind. Now, this name was actually brought up on Instagram in a mock trade. Okay, and his name is Ade Mara. Okay. Also,
really?
Yes, there's also a name out there from the Portland Trailblazers by the name of Robin Williams. Okay.
I haven't seen those two, but the one I saw is going to throw a wrench into everything.
Which one did you see?
Your wife's best friend, the shooter himself, Mr. Steph Curry.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. And they said they will give up Fox, KJ, and 3 first-round picks.
Now,
me personally, for that, yeah, I would take it.
I would take it too. I would love for that to happen. But we all know Steph ain't leaving Golden State.
We don't know. You know his contract's about to be up.
Yes, it is. His contract is about to be up. So with that being said, I would love that for it to happen. But I'm also going to throw a wrench out there. And I know people will think I'm reaching for this. But I'm going to say Giannis. Okay? I don't know why, but Giannis to me is the perfect piece to fill in for a matchup next to Wemby. You need that extra big man because obviously Kornet ain't it.
We do need a big man that could, and I've been saying it the whole entire postseason ever since we started and everything else. Luka needs to be able to play like Wemby. Wemby needs to take him, if that's the case, take him to China. Go let him train with the monks too. Mm-hmm. Let him get that zen into him. Yeah. If Luka is going to stay. Where guess what? You're playing as much as I am. You're going to be able to do what I do. Mm-hmm. Guess what? When I leave the court, there's another one of me in there that will make the exact same impact.
Yes.
And that's what it actually needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
Saw this a little bit. Breaking news. De'Aaron Fox just unfollowed the Spurs on Instagram after the game 4 and 5 collapse and all the talk about his $51 million contract. It looks like the veteran leadership experience might be over. Is he forcing his way out or is he just frustrated? What is your take?
I think he's frustrated. I also think he's frustrated with himself. Because when you have a game like that, you literally psych yourself out. You literally wonder, do you still have it? You also wonder, is this something that I could have prevented? So I really do believe.
I don't think why he should be wondering that. Because he could prevent it at all.
True.
There is nothing he could not prevent. You're throwing costly plays. You're doing boneheaded stuff while you have the ball. You're thinking that you're James Harden doing a step back 3 and you hitting nothing but net. I mean, hitting nothing but rim. And it's not the back of the rim either. It's the front of the rim. So you're already short.
Very true.
Very true. On multiple occasions, but yet you want to still do that. You want to sit there and not directly pass the ball to directly anybody and just toss it out there.
Yes.
And wonder why you're getting turnovers.
Yes. Very much true. Very much true. But you know, we are not De'Aaron Fox, and we do not know what's going on in his head right now. We do know that, you know, when you lose in NBA Finals, you do have to take some time to think about it. I think that the Spurs, you know, given just, you know, 2 days since it happened, you know, that, you know, you have to learn how to, you know, you take your time to, you know, to heal from this. Will you heal right away? Absolutely not. Is it going to be something to where you're going to have to deal with for the next couple months? For sure. You know, this is something that, you know, you're going to have to get over. And I mean, this is not easy, especially when a team comes on your home court and celebrates on your home court. And you have to see them get the trophy, get the shirt, get the hat, their family, their friends on the court, their fans, and take it over the arena. And not one single Spurs fan is left in that arena, and it's all Knicks fans.
Very true. Very, very, very true. And I said it before. Hey, they're young.
They're young.
They're going to learn. Mm-hmm. So we got to make sure that we do what we need to do.
Yes.
And to improve it and to make it grow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So they do have one first round.
The 20th pick.
The 20th pick. But in round 2, they already got 3 picks coming up.
Yes.
3 picks. What position do you think they should go for?
Guard. They need a guard. And you remember when I said this a couple episodes ago about when we played Oklahoma City, about how Oklahoma City bench was deeper when it came to the guards? We need another guard. And this rookie guard may not be the answer to all our problems, but it'll definitely help out the rotation if De'Aaron Fox is gone. Because if we get another guard, that complements Stephon Castle, that complements Dylan Harper, and that kind of gives Devin Vassell an actual power forward role. That we need a guard. We need a guard.
Okay, so we take a guard in the second round. So we'll take a guard for the 20th pick in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got? What position do you think we should go with in the second round? Because we got 3 in the second round. So we need, what is another position that you think that will be able to?
If KJ is going to be off the roster, I really do think that we kind of need to look at a small forward. And then I would probably say a power forward. And then if a center is available, get a center. Of course, this center may not be as tall as Victor Wembanyama and not as physical as Victor Wembanyama. We know not everybody's 7'5".
Did you hear what Shaq said about Wemby?
I did hear.
I agree with Shaq. Shaq is very honest about it. He's very non-biased and everything else. And he said the right thing, that Wemby needs to hit that weight room and become that more physical and more dominant person. Like if he brings up his weight and bring up his strength come next year, man, that man's gonna be unstoppable.
Unstoppable, man.
Because guess what? Nobody could touch him as it is. Like if you Oklahoma series, they're holding him, they're pulling him down, they're not allowing him like everything. But if he gets that strength up, man, he will definitely be one that will be a problem.
Yes.
Supposedly he's supposed to sign a 5-year, $250 million contract, up to
really?
301 million.
Wow.
For his rookie extension or his rookie off of his rookie contract.
Yeah.
I think he deserves it.
He does deserve it. Now, we did talk a lot about Dylan Harper and how he really stepped up for this team. And so, something you sent me, on social media today, Dylan Harper, 18 points per game, second on the team. Rebounds per game, 6.4. 49% from the field goal line, third on the team. But the most towering stat of all, 155 minutes played, sixth on the team.
Yep.
That shows that Dylan Harper was not scared for the moment. He
wasn't, and he put all his effort in to each game, and you could tell. Mm-hmm. So I give him a lot of credit, and I really think he's going to be great.
Yeah.
The other one I think is going to be really good is Carter Bryant.
Yes, for sure.
He's definitely going to continue to grow. He's going to make that impact, and he's going to be able to fill that extra role.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured if Fox leaves, let Harper do that starting and put Bryant as his backup.
For sure. Yep.
And guess what? And at the exact same time, you'll be able to lead the starting lineup the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just need to get backups for each and every one of them.
Yeah.
Supposedly, I heard Harrison Barnes, Bismarck, Kelly Oakley is supposed to be at the end of their contract.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was the three.
I did hear something about the Spurs keeping them on minimum deals, like very, very minimum.
Yeah, I could see that just because they're veterans.
Yeah.
And it would be great. And Harrison Barnes, I think he should play a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because guess what? I personally think Harrison Barnes is better than Luke Cornett.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he could make a bigger impact than Luke Cornett did. Harrison Barnes just needs to learn how to play the paint.
Yeah,
Harrison Barnes. I think he will be good.
I think he'll be fine. I really do. Yeah. But with that being said, it is what it is. At this time, we can say that the Spurs did beat the best team in the Western Conference, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the number 1 seed in a grueling 7-game series. So that's an accomplishment right there. Nonetheless, you made it to the NBA Finals. You came up 3 wins short, but you're still young, and the sky's the limit for this team. They have a lot of talent, and they have a lot of promising. Now,
before we switch over, we have somebody live on YouTube that asked a question.
Yes.
So how we feel about Jeremy Sochan winning with the Knicks?
We don't care.
He doesn't even do nothing with the Knicks.
No, he doesn't.
Like they think they played in one game just to say, "Oh, I played in the finals against the Spurs, my old team." I don't see them doing. He didn't fit with the Spurs no more. He really didn't. He didn't put that effort, and after he got hurt, it seemed like he just stopped caring.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Let me interject and let me put my feelings on Jeremy Sochan for a minute, if I may. Jeremy Sochan to me is a useless player. You know what? When he was with the Spurs, he was like that Dennis Rodman enforcer back in the 90s, where the Bulls had him or with the crazy hair. That was Jeremy Sochan. Jeremy Sochan to me is not a role player. He's the bench warmer. I saw some videos on Jeremy Sochan's IG and Instagram. This fool's eating a tomahawk steak in the locker room. And then when they're trying to roll out the large Larry O'Brien, he talking about, I want to take this trophy home. For what? You got the real one. What you need what you need the model one for?
Because Jeremy he can't take it home.
Yeah.
He can't take it home. He can't. He's finally could say, I done something because I won an NBA championship on a team.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only reason why he's doing any of that.
Yeah.
And that's just my opinion. So does Jordan show him?
Congratulations, Jeremy. You got it. You got a championship. Congratulations to the New York Knicks after winning a championship after 53 years. I know.
Well, you know, there was a post that went around that said the Knicks stayed consistent because every 53 years they will win a championship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we had them in 1920 when they won their first championship, 1973 when they won the next one, and 2026. So guess what? Let them stay consistent. Have them another 53 years.
You know what? It's kind of like the Dallas Cowboys when they have won the championship for 30 plus years. You know, we could. I know I didn't have to talk about that, but you know, the Dallas Cowboys.
After how many years?
The 30 plus years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay,
yeah.
and how long did it take y'all just to win one?
Oh, it took us about 50-something years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on the same page, right?
We're on the same page.
Oh, okay, then.
Yeah.
You forget I'm comeback. I'm a comeback king. Okay. How many championships y'all got?
We got 2.
How many y'all got?
We got 2.
2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How much did Washington have?
Yeah, we know.
How much did Washington have?
They got 6.
Oh, we got 6, right?
Yeah, y'all got 6 too. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And how much did the Giants have?
About what they got, like 2 or 3? Yeah, 2 or 3. Yeah.
Okay, so you down there at the bottom of the barrel with the Giants, right?
Yeah. Well, at least we got a Super Bowl.
You down at the bottom of the barrel with them, right?
This is true.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on it.
Yeah.
We can get it in.
Said, you know what? Will, what's next on the list?
All right, let's get some NFL news in. Let's have a great time. Because guess what?
Come on.
Because guess what? It is that time. It's that season, and we love it, and it's the best time there is.
Yes, it is.
All right. So we got James Priest Jr. returns to the Falcons for minicamp physical amid an intervention program.
Wow.
All right. Let's see. NFL Network reported Jets agreed to terms with offensive tackle Joe Tippmann on 4-year, $66.4 million extension.
Okay.
Ex-Lions center Frank Ragnow reflects on abrupt retirement, failed comeback. Everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there is one that I saw. Oh, switch back over to NBA real quick. Just a little news on it. And it is... Nope, not that one. Bulls finalized hiring of Thiago Splinter as franchise's new head coach.
Good for Thiago. Very good for Thiago. Well deserved. A former Spur, a former NBA champion of the San Antonio Spurs. Great for Thiago Splitter. Great.
Yes.
Good. Congratulations.
All right. Let's get into the NFL news roundup.
Let's get into the roundup.
All right. Let's see what they got for the roundup. We talked about the Atlanta Falcons. Okay. Carolina Panther, they cut tight end Bryce Pierre, was waived from injured reserve.
They cut him?
They cut him.
Oh, wow.
So we shall see what happens now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got Dallas Cowboys wide receiver George Perkins, who is currently slated to play on a franchise tag, reported to Dallas to take his physical ahead of mandatory minicamp. So that's good. Let him play on the franchise tag. At least he's wanting to be there because he's already announced that he wants to be there. He has already said he wants to be a Cowboy. And hate to say it, but that's how Jerry Jones get down. And he will he will tag most people to see how they play out and then sign them to a contract. And at the exact same time, I can see why. And He did it with Dak. He did it with Zeke. He did it with almost everybody there is. But it makes sense too.
Yeah, it does
Guess
make
what? You're on a franchise tag. Are you going to perform to earn the money?
Yes. Yes.
Do I understand his train of thought behind it? Yes.
Yes, I do.
So, Denver Broncos wide receiver Hakeem Butler is signed with Denver. Butler, a 2019 fourth round pick of the Cardinals, most recently led the UFL with 641 receiving yards as a member of the St. Louis Blackhawks. The 30-year-old wide receiver has played 2 career NFL games with 1 target.
Okay.
So
right.
I like the UFL to give those players that didn't make a team or that still want to try to pursue the NFL to be able to do what they got to do.
Yes.
So, and that shows,
Yeah.
and that gives
definitely good for that. They really are.
yeah, and it also shows that they're the NFL is still looking at them as potential players.
Yeah.
So Green Bay Packers slide in tight end Luke Litchi. And they cut wide receiver Jacoby Keeney James.
Okay, so I was if they cut somebody else, I was about to say they, okay, but he dead weight, so it is what it is.
Yeah. Jacksonville Jaguars cut defensive back Keith Taylor was released from the injury reserve with an injury settlement.
Wow. The Jaguars, that's a big cut for their defense right there. Huge.
It is. So we're gonna see what they could be end up doing, and see where each of them.
Jaguars are made of. Yes, we are. Yeah.
And see where everything else land from there. Yeah. Miami Dolphins signing safety Major Burns. Okay. And they cut offensive line Keon Smith and offensive tackle Carter Warren was waived with an injury designation.
Okay.
So New York Jets signed guard Joe Tippmann agreed to terms on a 4-year, $66.4 million contract extension. The Jets have since announced Tippmann's extension.
Also, we're sticking on the Jets. There is talk that the Jets will initially end of this year their 15-year skid going into the playoffs, so they will be a playoff team according to J.A. Bergman from Twitter. The Jets will be a playoff team this year.
Pittsburgh Steelers signing wide receiver Levi Wentz, and then they cut defensive back Dylan Cardinal and punter Adrian Larnos.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. They wanted to cut him.
But that just gives me ammunition that what I said earlier about the Pittsburgh Steelers is absolutely dead wrong. But I'm sticking with it.
Hey, you predicted it and you locked it in.
Yeah, I locked it in.
Oh, we're gonna swing back a little bit just because you brought them up. The Jets. Okay. They play preseason against Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh, and the Giants. They open up their season at Tennessee.
Oh. Okay. All right. 0-1.
Then they go to Green Bay.
0-2.
Then they go to Detroit.
0-3.
Then they go to Chicago.
I'm going to give them that W.
Really?
I'm going to give them the W.
Okay. Then they play Cleveland.
That's a W.
Then they played the Patriots.
Depending on what Drake May shows up, that's a win or a loss.
Then they go to Miami.
That's a W right there.
Then they play the Raiders.
W.
They play KC.
Loss.
They play Buffalo.
Loss.
They play the Chargers.
Loss.
Then they go play Miami again.
That's a win.
Then they play Denver after the bye.
After the bye, loss.
Then they go to the Cardinals.
Win.
Then they got the Patriots.
Loss.
Then they got the Vikings.
Oh, definitely loss.
Then they finish it off with the Buffalo Bills.
Loss. So with that being said, they ain't making the playoffs.
Oh, they're going to make the playoffs according to the source.
Yeah. But what I just said with that record, they ain't making the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
They are not making they are not making the playoffs.
Yeah. So that's what we got for the NFL.
Now I hear we have some big college news. NCAA football is right around the corner.
Yes, it is.
And
let's look at it. So I did find an article on the Pro Football Network. Okay. It says the 2026 college football realignment.
Okay.
So we got some realignments coming on.
Okay.
And they went through every conference there is, I think, and everything else. So let's check it out.
Let's check it out.
The American Conference. Okay. Pretty much it said the American Conference has been a significant player in college football realignment, but at the present is set to retain the same lineup. Okay.
Okay.
The Pac-12 target for the teams from the conference is UTSA,
okay,
Tulsa, Memphis, and USF.
Okay.
Okay. So as of right now, let's see. 4 programs presented to Alderman to affirm their commitment to playing in the American for the foreseeable future. So we have the Army Black Knights, Charlotte 49ers, East Carolina Pirates, Florida Atlantic Owls, Memphis Tigers, Navy Midshipmen, North Texas Mean Green, Rice Owls, South Florida Bulls, Temple Owls, Tallula Green Wave, Tulsa Green Hurricane, UAB Blizzard, and UTSA Roadrunners.
Wow. Okay.
So they're trying to, in the American Conference, they're trying to, Pac-12 is trying to take some of them.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
But my friend, we have big news in the Big 12. Okay. So 9 hours ago, the Big 12 has filed a complaint seeking authority to sanction Texas Tech if Brendan Sorsby takes the field this season. Potential penalties discussed in the filing include monetary sanction and a ban from the Big 12 championship game. So if you haven't heard, Brendan Sorsby was accused of gambling. That is the starter for Texas Tech. They have no backup at all. So with that being said, Brendan Sorsby is in some trouble.
Oh, we shall see. We shall see.
We shall see.
Okay. We got the ACC conference. It's going to be Boston College Eagles, California Golden Bears, Clemson Tigers, Duke Blue Devils, Florida State, Georgia Tech, Louisville, Miami Hurricanes, North Carolina State Wolfpack, North Carolina Tar Heels, Pittsburgh Panthers, SMU Mustang, Stanford, Syracuse, Virginia Tech, and Wake Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see what they say about the Big Ten. After being a significant player in the 24 round of college football realignment, the Big Ten is still remain unchanged for the 26th season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Big Ten pretty much still stays the same.
Yep.
All right, Big 12, while Brent Yormark has declared the conference open for business since arriving in post, the Big 12 is set to remain strict with the existing 16 teams in the 26th college football season.
So basically, the Big 12 is saying we ain't got no room for you.
Yeah, right now you're just staying just the same.
Yeah.
Conference USA, a major player in college football realignment since 23. College USA is a flux once again following the announcement in July that the Louisiana Tech Bulls will flip to the Sun Belt. However, just 6 months out from the start of the new season, there hasn't been an official announcement as to where the Bulldogs will play in the 26th season. The switch is coming. It hasn't been confirmed whether it be in the 26th or 27.
Okay.
So the Conference USA will have Delaware Blue Hens, FIU Panther, Jacksonville State Gamecocks, Crenshaw State Owls, Liberty Flames, Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, Missouri State Bears, New Mexico State Aggies, Sam Houston, Bearcats, UTEP Miners, Western Kentucky Hilltoppers.
That sounds like a conference nobody's gonna watch.
They don't. And do you know the worst part about it is Texas Longhorns sometimes play the UTEP Miners.
And that's a game that does not get a lot of high ratings at all.
So I'm like, I never agreed with that, and I never will agree with it. So Mid-America Conference, MAC. The MAC has been a pivot part of the 26 college realignment. The conference says goodbye to the Northern Illinois Huskies in a move that returned the stability of numbers that the MAC has considered a bedrock of its existence. However, 23 million later, the Sacramento State Hornets will tip the conference back to uneven numbers with the additional of the FCS outfit resulting in a 13-team offering for everyone's favorite provider of midweek mayhem. Okay. So they let go of the Northern Illinois Huskies, but then they pick up Sacramento State.
Again, a conference nobody's interested in. I understand with the NCAA what they're trying to do with these week 0 games and these at-large games to give these teams that are not really heard of a chance to make some noise. Now, the last time that happened was Appalachian State against Michigan, and we know that was phenomenal, to say the least. But we have not seen an at-large team or a non-conference team make any noise against a power,
They won't, because that was just like when Boise State did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see, Mountain Western Conference. The Mountain Western became one of the key players in college football realignment when 5 of its teams, Boise State, Colorado State, Fresno State, San Diego State, and Utah State, fled to the reformed Pac-12. To redress the balance, the Mountain West added the UTEP Miners and Northern Illinois. However, the most significant move of the all-season saw that the conference secure a commitment from the 10-time FCS national champion, North Dakota State Banzais. So my question to this article that was put out today, UTEP Miners are in the Mountain West Conference, but they're also in the Conference USA.
You can't be in both. That's double dipping.
They are. That's what it literally says. Conference USA. And in it is Delaware, FIU, Jackson State, Crenshaw State, Liberty, Middle Tennessee, Missouri, New Mexico State, Sam Houston, UTEP Miners, and Western Kentucky.
So with that being said, okay, so here's my opinion on the Mountain West. The Mountain West is actually much more competitive than the Conference USA.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And I enjoy that so much.
Yes.
So I like them being over there more.
I do like them being over in the Mountain West. I do think that the Mountain West is definitely a much more division. And I see the comment right there from our viewers. Bubbles, I don't know much about football, but let's go Cowboys. And thank you. No, we are not doing that here.
We are. You started it by wearing that shirt.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to get now. Let me just make a public service announcement. Okay. If you haven't heard, me and my brother, we have made a bet. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to wear a Cowboy shirt.
Absolutely not.
He's going to be wearing a Cowboy shirt.
No.
Well, anyways, let's go back to college. And we got the Pac-12 conference found its 8th football team to make it an eligible conference, luring the Texas State Bobcats from the Sun Belt.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the Texas State Bobcats jumped over to the Pac-12. So they're going to go. It's going to be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The SEC is set to retain the same team's lineup. I kind of figured that one.
Mm-hmm.
Sun Belt Conference has been a pivotal part of 2026 college football realignment, with the Texas State Bobcats jumping the ship for the Pac-12 that left the conference in an imbalance, one that looks to be filled by Louisiana Tech. However, there's no official announcement of whether the Bulldogs will exit the Conference USA in 2026 or 2027. The Sun Belt is in flux for the time being.
Yes.
Okay. So that's that. So Sun Belt has 2 conferences, the Eastern and Western.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't know that. The Independents is Notre Dame and UConn.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't know UConn was an independent.
I did not know UConn was independent either. I did not know that.
But they are on it.
They are.
So that's what we got for the lineup for them. Pac-12. It's going to be a very good one, especially with Texas State coming over there.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay. And Boise State, I don't think they're going to do anything. What conference is Colorado in?
Colorado, I think they're, I want to say they're in the Big 12, I want to say.
That's what I thought so too.
I want to say Colorado's in the Big 12. I want to say that. I think they are.
Yes, they're in the Big 12. So it's going to be a good one.
It is going to be a good one. It is. It is. So, oh, Lord, with the Go Cowboys go. Here we go. I stand alone. I am the lone soldier. I do not have my queen beside me right now, but if she were here, she would say, Go Birds. Okay, so I'm going to say it. Go Birds!
I ain't got to say it with that little birdie chest.
So with that being said, that wraps up another episode of Mixing It Up podcast. My brother Will, what you got?
So, but before we do that, I got a question.
All right.
Who do you think is going to win the NCAA championship?
Wow. We are ending it with a loaded question there. Okay. I'm going to pick somebody you would never think of winning the NCAA championship.
Okay.
Now, this is not a Big 12 team. This is not a Big Ten team. This is an SEC team. And I'm going to pick the Texas A&M Aggies to win the national championship.
Okay. I like that.
Now, who would you pick to
I
win
like that.
the national championship?
It's going to be really hard to pick, but as of right now, and after we talked about the rankings and everything else, Georgia's definitely going to have something to prove.
Yep.
Miami Hurricane is definitely going to prove something. So, oh man, I would have to say Georgia.
Okay.
Even though I'm an Aggie fan and I keep it realistic, and you know that from the start, but I really think Georgia's going to do some noise this year. Just because they want to make that point.
Yes.
So, all right. So that's going to do it for today on this great episode of Mixing It Up podcast. We want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in and being part of the conversation. We had a lot to break down today with the NBA Finals Game 5, the latest NFL headlines, and some of the biggest college football news. And we appreciate y'all rocking with us. If you enjoyed today's episode, please make sure you like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe so you will never miss an episode. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. What do you think about the Game 5? What NFL or college stories has your attention right now? From myself, Will, and my co-host, Quinn, we thank y'all again for listening to Mixing It Up podcast. Stay safe, stay blessed, and we'll catch you on in the next episode. We out. Peace.
Yeah.